Hello, welcome to the video and this week's vlog. This week has been absolutely crazy. So Monday the baby was born and yesterday we decided on a name. So we're going to call him Leo. Little lion cub Leo. And this is because loads of his outfits had little lions on. And when we moved wards, there was a big lion painting behind the bed. So it's almost like it's sort of meant to be. We quite like the name Leo anyway, and my partner's mum suggested Leo at some point, and we were like, yeah, we quite like that. So we've been testing it out for a few days, and I think that's what we're going to go with. But the whole week has been absolutely mental. It's all been completely surreal, and it's just gone so quick. So today is Sunday, and we actually have a whole day to ourselves, because we've been sort of in hospital for a bit, and then midwives been over, and then family coming over. So I think today is just going to be a chill day. But in between his naps, I'm going to try and get a lot of stuff done. I think optimism has kicked in as well. The sun's behind us. It's a nice frosty day. The snowdrops are sort of popping up. It feels, I don't know, it feels good. Feels good. And it feels like I need to start selling some candles and moving this business forwards. So that's what we're going to do today, and you guys will join me on that little journey. It might be really long, it might be really short. I don't know how this is going to go. Knowing me, it's probably going to be quite long. So what I want to do is go for a little run. I'm going to try and do 10k. I've signed up for another half marathon in about a month's time. This one's going to be Cambridge half marathon. So that'll be quite good fun. I want to try and beat my previous time. And then after that, I want to so I've got 10 candles I need to send off to my photographer. That I've been meaning to do for ages. Then I need to list all my candles on Amazon. I think I'm just going to leave the tins for now and work out an option, see if I can get a bit of a refund from the people on Alibaba, because it's taken the mick, really. It's already been 40 days. And I have no idea when they're going to come, so I'm going to try and hassle them a bit. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave the tins. I might buy some more and make a few of them, but I think I'm just going to crack on with the jars. I think they're just going to do better. They're going to sell better. I'm going to make more money from them. I've got about 140 made, so I'm just going to get them all listed, take some photography, take some of my own photos, and try and get all the listings done, get them all packaged up, and try and get some boxes ready to send tomorrow. So I'm going to start getting stuff shipped in and just go with it. Get the ball rolling. Need to get some of that money coming in, because it is drying up on my little candle business front. So that is kind of today's agenda. Just crack on with stuff. List everything on my website as well. Do some mail shots. Post something on Instagram, because I haven't posted anything on Instagram or done any kind of like email anything for ages. And I think people might have just gone, oh, has he stopped? What's he doing? So there's a lot I need to try and do. Mostly the packaging and getting the candles sent to Amazon, and then all the sort of admin tasks I can do in between. So join me. About 3.5k in. Want to keep it about a 6-minute kilometre pace. 10k minimum. But we'll see how we get on. Yeah. 7 days into fatherhood now. Things are settling in a bit. Getting a bit of a routine. Which means I can sneak out, do a bit of running, get a bit of candle making stuff done. So, things are good. Alright, I totally forgot to do a post-run video. So I put the stats here. I did 13 kilometres at a decent pace. About 5 minutes and 50, if I can remember. Because it is now 9 o'clock. So yeah, when I said I didn't have anything to do today, we had some family coming around, which I forgot about, so that was nice. We had a bit of lunch. They all held the baby and had some nice cuddles, so very wholesome. The baby is now, I don't know why I keep calling the baby still. Leo is now asleep for a little bit, so he tends to nap for 2 to 3 hours. So I've got a little bit of window of time. So you can see the general chaos here. Stuff I've made over the last few weeks I haven't really done anything with, as I've been testing my candles, but I'm confident they're as good as they're ever going to be. They're never going to be perfect. Woodwicks are always going to have issues, but even with like any of my candles, they're never perfect. Like, candles are, by their very nature, just a flammable device. It's never gonna be the same every time. Like, there's so many little variables, so many different things that could change, like temperatures and stuff like that. Like, each candle is never exactly identical. So I'm happy with the wood wicks. They do the job. Not all the oils seem to work with them, but I think I figured out which are good. So I've just slowly started doing some bits, like getting the box artwork designed. So we've made this, whether you can see that properly. So that'll go on the outside of the box. I think that looks really cool. And yeah, got the little inserts to go inside the box. Is that the right way? That's upside down. That's what we've got. And then just information on the back, candle care card. It's a nice little touch. And then I made some bookmarks ages ago to go in my candles. So yeah, a few nice little touches. I've still got that bloody thing I need to get rid of. Everything's a work in progress at the moment. It's been a chaotic week. It all feels utterly surreal. But I'm now more motivated than ever to get this candle thing working. So I had my own little slogan. It's a bit of a joke between, well, me and some of my friends. Fitter, stronger, richer. So try and improve my health, become the fittest I've ever been. Try and be super strong, not only like physically, but mentally as well. And just try and improve my wealth. To try and be a really good role model. A kind of guy I wish my younger me would have had. And now a really good role model for little Leo. So I really, I feel compelled to be the best version of myself now. Motivation has, arrived. It all sounds very cliche, doesn't it? And I hate sounding like that guy, like, yeah, now my baby's born, everything's just changed. Like I say, everything has changed. It will never be the same again. Anyway, I digress. So that's what we're going to put in the candle boxes. I've got my branded bags. So I think overall they're going to look really nice. So I'm just starting the process. I'm just starting to do it. And I've been meaning to send the candles to be professionally photographed for ages, and I've not done that. So that's also something I need to do. So just getting the ball rolling, just getting some things done. This whole room has basically stood still for about 2 weeks now. I've done bits and bobs here and there, but not enough. So join me on the floor. Okay, cross my legs like a child with my Border Collie Reggie representation. And we'll just have a little bit of chat and make a few boxes. So these boxes here are just mug smash boxes. Much bigger compared to my other candle boxes. I don't have any to hand, but they're durable. And it also allows me to put something in there as well. So sometimes I put little wax melts to give away and other bits like that. So they're really good. And they're cheap. These are like 30p, 35p maybe. The actual candle boxes I was buying, the little foldy up ones. Let me find some. One moment. Ooh. These ones, which are really cool, like 80p each. Like, there's way less cardboard in here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But these were my, I don't know. What am I trying to say? These have just worked really well for me. The problem is they take up a bit more room, so I can't get as many candles in, which will cost me a little bit more in shipping it to Amazon. But it's not the end of the world. What I really want to do is provide the nicest, best product that I can. Nicest, best product. With all the touches that just go that little bit extra. So you get your bookshop candle. It's got a little tag on it. It's got the unique artwork. It comes in a lovely bag. It's got a little candle care card with thoughtful images. It's got my face on it now, so I'm putting my face to the brand. I didn't want to do that before. I was a bit scared. But now I'm proud of the products I make. I'm happy with everything I make. I just want it to be all thoughtful along the way. And you get your bookmark. And then you have your artwork on the box. Like, it's all... I've thought about every step now. I want it to be like a treat when you get it. Like, visually. So... I feel like I said so a lot. Now, get the candle. Just make sure it's looking good. The only thing is, with the paper stickers I've got, it doesn't quite fit. So I have to kind of get it perfectly along here and then smush it down the bottom a bit. So sometimes if I don't get it in the perfect place, it crinkles a bit. Don't know if I can show you. Like, it crinkles a bit at the top. Don't know if that shows anywhere. So yeah, I'm just going to do a vanilla cupcake. So I'm going to do a few different ones. I'm going to be in the spirit of like cozy, bookish vibes, but I'm going to do a few foodie ones. I'm going to do a few book related ones. I'm just going to cozy storytelling is what I'm going with. Anyway, I'm going to put the candle in the box, well, the bag first. The issue is I find them much easier to slip in that way, but it doesn't feel like it's as nice to get out the bag that way. So, I keep saying so, it's really doing me in. Pop it in there. Beautiful. Looks great. Put that in the box. Candle care card goes in. Which way do I want it? I think I want it that way. So yeah, that's in the box. And then bookmark. This just about fits in perfectly. Now I don't know if I need any extra like padding in there just to stop it rolling around. Let's have a Yeah, that's annoying, isn't it? Gonna need something to put in there for now, just to stop it doing that. Use a bit of this, just for now. These are some old jars that I bought for some other idea. They're really nice, really big. I was going to do big candles, but I can never find a box for them, because this is just a big jam jar. So these I must have bought in like 2022. But it has a nice bit of this stuff, like corrugated things. So I think I'm just going to put a bit in the bottom. So I want people to see the candle first. And yes, I am matching burgundy. I don't know why, it just happened. So we're going to put that in there. I want it to be like that when you open the box. And then we'll put that there, so my face is there. Book club, so you got your things. Hold it all in. Oh yeah, that's not moving. And I've got my box labels. Gonna have to work out how to get these perfectly positioned, I think. So, once again I've said so. Just enjoy the silence whilst my brain tries to position this perfectly. There. So you get your candle, you've got your box there, it's got all my information, it's got that there, and then it's also got the barcode on the label. So, why am I saying so still? Jesus, stop it. It must be the sleep deprivation. But that's a life hack. If you sell on Amazon, try and get your barcodes on the boxes. It just makes life so much easier. So if you're getting boxes printed, get them to stick the barcode on. Or if you're going to do box labels or something, stick the barcode on it. That way you're not printing off those little naff Amazon barcode things. It saved me a lot of time. What I want to try and do is streamline everything, so I'm just doing one job where I can. Instead of me printing that and then printing a barcode label, it's already done. And I think that you're not going to mind that. It doesn't bother me so much. But when I was sticking those white labels on, they just don't look that good. So I think this, as an evolution of my product, is great. I couldn't be more pleased with it. And I think just the whole thing, the lighting's a bit better here. When I'm down there, it's just a bit... It all works. I'm happy with everything. And then I've also had little individual artworks done. So there's a little candle tin with a woodwick. But I need to go back and get jar artwork done. Because I think I'm going to do something with the tins, but it's not going to be my flagship product anymore. It's not going to be my main bread and butter. These tins are. I just think they've got something about them that just brings a little bit of joy. I think people need a bit of joy. The candle tins have served a purpose. They have taught me a lot and helped me get to this point in terms of branding, in terms of artwork and boxes and box labels and everything like that. It's all step by step, incrementally got me to a point where I think I'm really onto a winner now. So yeah, we're getting there. So what I need to do now is get all of these done and boxed and then start sending it to Amazon. Then I need to do a photo shoot of all of my products, try and get some nice ones where I can get the white backgrounds, get them on Amazon, try and get some lifestyle photos, and then update all of my listings and get that all done. But I think I'll try and get everything boxed and I can get them sent in the next few days. That'll buy me a bit of time to update everything. And then hopefully by the end of the week, if not sooner, everything will be live on Amazon. Then I'll start making some of that sweet, sweet money. And even in January, I've sold 150 candle tins. That was all my leftover stock. I'm really impressed with that. Like, January's normally crap. So that's decent. I've said it again. That must be the only way I can connect the sentence together. But yeah, look at these eye bags. Many broken sleeps. But I don't feel too bad today. I think I got 3 lots of 3 hours sleep, which is alright. I don't sleep well at the best of times. I'm not good at sleeping. I think working in hospitality is not the best for sleep. You do long days, and then by the time I finish at, let's say, 9, 10, I sit down for a bit, I start doing things, and I get like a second wind. I don't really want to go to bed. So most days I maybe get 6 or 7 hours sleep. So I'm kind of on about that now. Kind of at that level of sleep now. But it's just a bit more broken up. So, try not to say it. Yeah, so I've got a mountain of things I need to do. I need to make a list. I think that's what I need to do. Make a good old list. Everybody loves a list. I need to continue making the box labels. I need to make some new ones for some of my candles. And then just get it all done. This week, everything will be live on Amazon. I've got a bit of time off whilst baby boy sleeps, baby Leo the lion. I can do some bits and bobs. Also, whilst looking after my partner, trying to keep everything clean and tidy and make her lots of yummy food. But at the moment, she's absolutely bossing it. Like, everything is good. I thought she would be much more incapacitated, but yeah, super strong. She is super strong. So yeah, very proud of her and everything and what she's doing. So very happy. Everything feels wholesome. And the dog as well, when Reggie first met Leo, he was like, "Oh, what's this? This is new. Why is it making noise?" Sort of sniffed the baby a bit, wagged his tail, and then went and hid. Like, there's some kind of neurotic, anxious nature in border collies. But he's getting used to it now. He's getting used to him. It's always going to be a bit of a big change for the dog, but he's been very sweet. Every time Leo's been crying, Reggie's had a little bark. He's like, "You know it's crying, right? You know it's crying," which is quite funny. And I don't know why I always keep referring to my partner or my fiance. I don't know why I don't like mentioning her name, but her name's Philippa, so I mean I share the rest of my names and everything else on here, so why not that? So yeah, that's about it. This has been a good old ramble, a bit of an update in terms of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, but whether or not I even post this, I don't know. I don't know how, but I've said it before, I don't know how useful or relevant this content is, whether it's just nice having someone chat and listen to someone stuck in the trenches of life just trying to do his best. Because I quite like listening to other YouTubers that make candles or do different types of business. I find it very interesting, especially just just a daily vlog of what people are doing. Like, it's real, it's interesting, it's relatable. I think that's the thing. It's relatable, and that's what makes this all feel achievable. When I look at some of the real big dogs on YouTube that are making millions and millions of pounds, like, that's not relatable to me. That is too far out of reach. But when there's people making 4 or 5 grand profit or something, that's relatable, that's achievable. Like, I almost did that at one point. I think I did £3,500 profit. So things like that are achievable. I think that's what maybe people like watching me. Wow, that makes no sense. The brain isn't working. But I think that's why people like watching me, because it's relatable. It makes it feel achievable with your little business, whether it's candles, whether it's soaps, whether it's something else, or whether it's just nice listening to me talk. But yeah, I think also with the YouTube, I want to level that up as well. I want to level up my audio, because I feel like my audio is always shit. I need to get a better microphone. I've tried so many microphones and they're all just crap. I want to start filming a lot of footage in my sort of office area, but it always picks up the humming of my computer, which is on my desk. So I think I need to get a better microphone. I have got like a proper setup with a camera. I've got like a Sony EOS M50, but half the time I just can't be bothered to set it up. I've got to make sure the batteries are charged. I've got to get the SD card ready. I've got to get the microphone ready. I've got to get the tripod. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but for me, that's enough resistance to not even want to film a video. Whereas just having it on my phone, it doesn't take a lot of effort. And I think the quality of the video is not bad. I mean, the light in this room is just shocking. But I think if the audio is better, it would be a more pleasurable experience. So there's a few things I want to level up. I just want to try and find a decent microphone and spend a bit of money on it just to make sure it works. And whether I can get something that works with my phone, because like I said, the less resistance I've got, the less friction there is, then I can actually get stuff done. Whereas if I've got to faff around and do stuff every time, then I just can't be bothered to do it. Then I waste so much energy just setting up that by the time I get around to recording, I'm like, oh, I'm over this now. Whereas in my phone, I just do it and, it's easy. And then it goes up into the cloud, then I download it from the cloud onto my computer, and it feels seamless. Like I don't have to get the SD card out and transfer it. It's just, I know it sounds pretty lame, but that's how my brain works. It needs to be as easy as possible in order for me to want to do it. Yep, and I also recorded a video recently testing a container paraffin wax. I'm going to put that together. Like I've said before, I don't know how good the video is or how educational it is. It's a paraffin wax I got from a website called candles.co.uk, which is a website I've never heard of because they don't seem to promote it. It's a very basic website as well. At first I was like, is this even real? But I bought some bits from there and it's all turned out really well. The service has been great. Apparently they're one of the biggest suppliers in the UK to people making and selling candles. So yeah, the website is brilliant and the service is brilliant. And the wax is pretty good, but I'll leave my sort of review to the video so you can have a little look. But I just test a few different wicks in it and see what happens. It's difficult to get a paraffin container wax that has good glass adhesion, but this is pretty good. It wasn't far off. So I've got 1 more week paternity, then I go back to work for 1 day, and then the following week I go back to work for 2 days, so I've got a fair bit of time off, so I'm hoping I can get quite a bit of candle stuff done whilst having baby cuddles and doing all of my family duties and trying to balance exercise. I've said it in many, many videos, but I feel like exercise is integral for me to be a better person. It just makes me happier. It's almost meditation. It gets rid of any anxiety. It just makes me just a bit happier. It puts a bit of a spring in my step where sometimes I can be a bit grumpy. And Philippa notices that, so I think she's quite happy for me to go on runs and exercise because it does make me just a bit nicer to be around. Not that I'm an arsehole. I don't want to paint that picture, but it just helps. Yeah, big week planned. Lots to get done. Want to get this all live. I might buy some more candle tins. They're still stuck in Kazakhstan. I'm going to try and get some kind of refund or something because it's just pissing me off as well. So, the main reason to go to Alibaba, because the place where I normally get the candle tins from, Tinware Direct, was out of stock in December, and they weren't going to be back in stock until the 23rd, so I thought I could get them from China. And I thought I could get them made, but it is now being, when did I order them? The 12th of December. 30 days, it's almost the end, so it's cracking on with time now. So, I think if it's over a certain amount of time, I can get a refund anyway, or at least a partial refund. I don't want to... What I'm trying to say, I don't want to undo someone's hard work, because it's not necessarily their fault. I mean, it is and it isn't. They should have chosen sea freight, is what they said, but they chose truck. And perhaps wintertime's not the best time for trucks. So I feel like I should get some kind of compensation for that. Even if they knock off 100 quid, I don't know. I spent a lot on them, expecting them to be here in a certain time. Whereas these bags, they're super good. The whole process was lovely. On the basis of this, I would recommend Alibaba, but on the basis of ordering those tins, I wouldn't. But I'm not going to let one bad experience stop me. So, yeah. Not sure what else I'm going to say now. It's just been me talking for a while. I was going to try and make this a really interesting vlog of me doing lots of things, and I was going to make a whiteboard, and I was going to do loads of lists and things, and how I'm going to crack on this week and do all of the things. My expectations were higher than what is actually possible, I think, sometimes. And I think that's my problem. I think I can get a lot more done in a day. But I am not Superman, as much as I try to be. Anyway, I think I'll leave the vlog here because it's cracking on. I've been sat here for 26 minutes talking to you guys about all sorts. So if you've watched all of this, thank you very much. Hope we'll see you in the next video. And hopefully it'll be more interesting. But I'm not going to edit any of this. There's going to be pauses in there. And that's the other thing about making things frictionless. Like the editing for the videos used to piss me off, and that also makes me want to stop doing it. So I just keep it real and send it how it is. I do a little bit of editing, but not much. I've not spent ages on this YouTube. But once again, I'm waffling. I will see you in the next video when things are more interesting and I've made more progress. But as it stands, life is crazy, so enjoy.